Maybe I'll just record vlogs in the kitchen more, because look at how good the lighting is in here. It doesn't look good when I'm shooting on my camera, but on my cell phone, it looks great in here. Also, stop looking at the Crimson Cross back there, it's just a tease. Actually, now, I wasn't planning to talk about this at all, but now that we're here. The reason that NAMS has not moved forward, and Deus Ex Minecraft has not moved forward, is the unpredictability of Minecraft, and this kind of ties into the entire snapshot conversation I was having the other day. JS King Boo, I saw, just commented, he replied to someone about me not being on Hermitcraft, and he said that Sean is stubborn as a mule and refuses to update his jar file. See, here's the thing. Once I get my Minecraft jar to a working state, and the things that I want to work are working, for instance, HD textures, voxel player so that I can modify the way that things look on multiplayer servers, voxel flight, my camera studio mod, which I freaking love. Once I get all those things working, I don't want to mess with it again. I just don't. I hate how complicated Minecraft is to modify. The reason that I consistently complain about Minecraft not being a complete product is because of the lack of the modding API. When it was first released, quote unquote, last November, which we're coming up on a year now, that was one of the goals for the release, to have the modding API done. Well, guess what? It's 11 months later, and it's still not ready. And I don't think it's supposed to be ready for the next update. And that's extremely frustrating to me, and as a consumer, I'm very mad at the company for not following through on that promise. So the reason I don't want to mess with like swapping jars or having multiple jars or whatever is because once I get it working, I just want to use it and I don't want to mess with it again until they update it and I'm forced to mess with it again. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. Most of the people who follow me, who like my Minecraft videos, don't seem to mind. A lot of them defend that position, and they're like, that's what Sean does, and that's the way we like it. And I'm glad that you guys are here, and I'm sorry to the people who are like, well, why can't you try harder? Because I don't want to try harder. I just want it to work. Okay, so that's why Deus Ex Minecraft has not had any further progress, and that's why I was very happy to remove it from my channel background. Hey, by the way, did you see that Sean B. Martin on YouTube has a new channel background? I took some pictures with me and my clones the other day, and Captain Science showed up out of nowhere. And I was like, okay, we'll throw you on there, so we did. That was weird. Anyway, why did I start? What was I going to talk about when I turned on this? 3 minutes later, why did I turn on? Okay, here's why I turned it on. My landlady, who I have no real qualms with, no problems. Despite the barking dog upstairs, she can't do anything about that. My landlady does one thing that really irritates me, and I have a question for you. This is like an Ask Reddit, but I'm asking you guys. What thing does someone do that you know is against the rules or against a law? My example is actually against the law. I'll get to it in a second. That really bothers you even though you know that it is completely inconsequential. It doesn't matter. Like, no harm will ever come of it. Here's my example. My landlady communicates with me via email because she knows that I email and I prefer that. But when she needs to deliver a message to all of her tenants, the way that she does it is she puts a note in our mailbox. Now, in the United States, any use of a mailbox that is not by the U.S. Postal Service is actually against federal law. Even just dropping something in a mailbox for someone, or actually the worst one is removing mail from someone's mailbox, those things are illegal. It is illegal to put something in someone's mailbox. That's against federal law. And it doesn't like hurt anyone, and most of the time it doesn't matter, but it always really bugs me. And I always want to say something to her like, you know this is against the law, right? But I know it doesn't matter, and I know she won't care. There was one instance where our neighborhood had like a neighborhood get to know you thing, and they put notes in everyone's mailboxes. And being the dick that I am, I took the letter that they... First of all, they put it in my mailbox the day of the event. I got home as the event was happening. So I took the letter and I walked outside and there were people out there and I was like, hey, thanks for the invite. It's illegal to put these in people's mailboxes. And I gave it to someone and turned and walked away. And they were like, well, that's why we don't invite the Martins to neighborhood gatherings. No one said that. But no, seriously, we don't know our neighbors. We really don't. I wonder what our neighbors think of us, that weird, quiet couple who every so often they hear strange drumming sounds coming out of the apartment and they see multiple versions of me walking around. What do they think of us?